With this method I'm about to show you, you can loot an entire 890 in like 20 minutes. From the moment you get there to the moment you drop off all the loot. The first thing you're going to do is pull up a ship that has internal storage that you don't mind getting destroyed, because we're going to get it destroyed. Second thing you're going to do is you're going to put some stuff in that inventory, because I said so. Well, it's actually because this will then make your ship drop a crate once it gets destroyed. Just throw like 2 chest pieces in there. If you throw too small stuff, it'll drop a really small box, and that doesn't help you. If you got a big enough ship, you can make like a 2 SCU box, and that's great. I think there's larger, but I've never gone that big. Then the third thing you're gonna want to do is don't kill the hostile NPCs. Just go into the 890. Let them blow up your ship. So when you get out, as you saw just there, turn off your shields and just let them blow up the ship. They're gonna blow up the ship. It's gonna drop a crate. You're gonna use the crate later. Trust me, it's faster than moving all the bodies and all the weapons. Then once you get into the 890, eventually you should hear that. That's the sound of your ship being broken, and that's a good sign, not a bad sign. That's exactly what we want to happen. Once that happens, just go, finish the mission, kill all sons of bitches. Don't kill the sons of bitches in white. I've done that too many times, and it's so frustrating. You'll get a crime stat, and it's not fun. I found this, and I thought it was pretty funny. I've never seen a hangar in this mission actually have the good guys win. I usually see all the hostiles in there. But anyways, once you're done, you're gonna hop out into space, and you're gonna take a look at the rubble of your ship, and somewhere within this massive, quote, pile of stuff, you're gonna see an SCU box. Just look around for it, maybe have some fun, figure out what parts of your ship you can move around like I am here. And and wouldn't you know it, right in the bottom right of the screen, right there's the SCU box. So now you take the SCU box and you're gonna put it up in the front of the ship by the hangar. Just make sure it doesn't have a bunch of momentum, or else it'll slowly drift away, and that'll be no good for you. And also hope that the gun doesn't bug out for me like it did here. It kept activating and deactivating rapidly, so I couldn't control myself. But just leave it here, make sure it has no momentum, and then you go, you start looting everything. You can loot while you're killing stuff, you can loot afterwards, it doesn't really matter as long as you don't die. While you're looting, you just grab the undersuit, you throw it into the ship inventory, and that'll move everything on the person's body. Thing is, some armor suits have pockets on their legs and their chests, and those will actually have stuff in them, but it won't remove that stuff. So you're gonna have legs and chests that have a whole bunch of stuff in them. Usually it's the Stitcher armor, which is the one you're seeing on screen right now. And that armor doesn't sell for anything, so if you're doing this for money, don't pick that one up. But what's inside of the chest and the pants are pistols, pistol magazines, I think sometimes med guns, and attachments. Also grenades, I think, can spawn in there. Don't quote me on that one, though. So if you want to nickel and dime all the stuff from the 890 mission, pick up the stuff from the pockets of the Stitcher, but don't pick up Stitcher because it sells for 0 credits. It's not worth your time. Once you're done looting, you're going to come back to the hangar, and you're going to open the door, and you're going to go find your crate and pull it inside. You're also going to go over to 300i. This is new for this update, so a lot of people don't know it exists yet. And just open the cargo bay, because we're going to put all the stuff in the 300i, and then use the 300i to leave. So you want to grab the box, and you want to pull the box over, and you want to put it halfway on the 890 and halfway inside the cargo bay of the 300. And sometimes it gets kind of finicky, so you have to kind of finesse it in there. And once you have it right here, you can stand outside the 300i, and you have the 890 as your inventory to access for the ship inventory. Then you just walk onto the pad of the cargo bay here, and there you go. Now you can put all that stuff into the 300i, and now that there's a move button, it's not going to take you 17 days to move everything, because you just go back and forth and back and forth. And it seems like it takes a long time, and depending on your load times with the inventory, it can. I've had times where looting takes an extra 20 minutes because every time I open an inventory, it loads for 5 minutes, and that's no fun. But when it works well, like right here, you can see, it works just fine. Every once in a while, you get a glitch where the move all button does nothing. So when that happens, just move one item and then the move all button will be available. At the very end of it, you have, look at that, that's 85% full. That is like, what, 6.8 SCU worth of armor, weapons, ammunition, undersuits, all that good stuff. And then once you're done with it, I don't know if this will fit in the inventory of the 300i, but I'm not brave enough to find out. So I just kick it out, and then I get inside the 300i, and the first thing I'm going to do is turn on the Quantum in Spool. Because, remember, there's still 2 hostile NPCs that you didn't kill. So you want to get out of there as fast as possible. Or you can fight them, but why risk fighting them when you could just run? So I'm going to hit my Quantum Drive here. I'm going to take off. I like to go into third person, make sure nothing's sticking, because loose objects around or in your ship can act weird. And then I look to the closest jump point, and I just go. I don't even worry. If I hear beeping missiles, fucking ignore it. Just go. And then once you're like 4 seconds away, you're gonna exit Quantum Drive, you're gonna turn around, you're gonna go to the whichever spaceport is near you. And then once you get near the spaceport, the cool thing is you don't have to land if you don't want to. If you want to save some time, you just fly towards the station, you put your cruise control on, or you decouple, whichever one tickles your fancy, and then you hop out of your seat, you open your inventory, and eventually, once you get close enough, it'll allow you to just dump the ship inventory into the station inventory. So right here, open my vehicle inventory, and dump everything right into the local inventory. And then from here, I can rinse and repeat. Take the 300i to another mission, go grab more, and continue. In a second here, I'm going to show you all the weapons I got. I've sold some, just for the extra money to see if it was worth it. I mean, I'm never going to need to buy guns again. So give it a try, see how you like it.